in this video, I'm basically going to share some of the employment opportunities here at Transam that I didn't do an in-depth research about when I first came here. I never did an in-depth research, like, look through all this stuff. It's useful information to know. Even if you're already working here at Transam, this is a better employment opportunity that you guys could look into, and it's obviously more money if you're just a regular company driver here. There's some requirements, so I'll read through everything and let you guys know. Alright, let's get into it. Let's see, the first one is going to be the average, the one that everyone knows about, which is the over-the-road driving position. It starts at 32 cents per mile, loaded and empty, includes per diem. It has a $2,500 sign-on bonus, $1,000 a month retention bonus after 1 year of continuous services, $50 layover pay, $20 stop plus pickup. Stop and pick up after the first stop. It's 100% lumper reimbursement. No hazmat. It has medical and dental and life insurance options, bonus opportunities, 401k, retirement plan, and paid time off. Requirements for this, for the OTR position: you need a valid CDL, must be 21 years or older, no DUI convictions within the last 2 years, no more than one preventable accident in the last 6 months, no more than 2 preventable accidents within the last 12-month period, no more than 3 moving violations in 3 years, no reckless driving violation in 5 years, DOT physical and drug screen required, and you're required to take the tractor and trailer home on home time. There's one for the recent CDL graduate position, which is basically the same thing in my opinion. So there's only 2 things that's different inside here. One, is not 32 cents as if you have experience and you come here as a regular company driver. It's 31 cents, so it's just a cent different. You get the same $2,500 sign-on bonus, $100 a month after a year of continuous service. You get up to $6,000 in tuition reimbursement, and let me tell you guys how that works. They're basically gonna, if you can provide the receipts that you took out a loan or you paid it out of pocket, or if you can show them that you didn't receive any assistance like from your state or somebody paid for your CDL, once you can provide the receipts, they're gonna reimburse you up to $6,000 of what you paid for your CDL. They're gonna give it to you, I think it's like $125 every month. So I mean, obviously you would want the whole $6 grand back all at once, but Transam, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna want you to stay as long as possible, so they don't just pay you out that money all at once. But I mean, it's an extra $125 every month, so that's good. Get medical and dental bonus opportunities, 401k, retirement plan. It's basically the same requirements as the other one, but the only thing that's different, it says, yeah, it's basically the same pretty much. Now I'm gonna get into these ones that pay more in a little bit. I just wanted to briefly go over this and make sure I'm not missing anything, so you guys know. But yeah, let's go into the ones that pay a little bit more than the experienced OTR driver or the regular OTR company driver. Alright, let's talk about the independent contractor, which I'm gonna go in depth more. I'm gonna tell you guys about some deductions that they take from your account. With this independent contractor, is basically the lease. It pays $1.04 a mile, loaded and empty. You get a $2,500 sign-on bonus, $125 a month retention bonus after a year of continuous service. Fuel surcharge paid paid, loaded and empty miles, paid base plates and permits, optional discount new fuel network, bonus program. The bonus program, that's the only thing that I like about the lease, that you don't get it as a company driver. If you stay out for 1 month and you don't cancel on any loads, you get a $500 bonus. You know what I mean? So I think that's good on the lease side. You know, lease drivers can. That's definitely how I would run if I was leased. I'd stay out 4 weeks at a time just to get the $500. You know what I mean? 100% lumper reimbursement. No hazmat, $40 stop pay after the first stop. Paid reefer fuel and tolls, free transfer remote, and paperwork processing. They have a passenger plan which you can take a rider with you. Late model leasings, meaning that they got new trucks that you can lease. Valid CDL. This is the requirements that you guys will need. You need a valid CDL, minimum of 21 years old, no convictions or DUI in the last 2 years, no more than 1 preventable accident in the last 6 months. Preventable accident is basically if they're saying if it's your fault. That's what they mean, within the last 6 months. No more than 2 preventable accidents within the last 12-month period. No more than 3 moving violations in a 3-year period. No reckless driving violation in the last 5 years. DOT physical and a drug screen is required, and you are required to take the tractor home during home time. Speaking of drug tests, I might as well throw the information out here. I did it in one of my other videos. The drug test that Transam uses, it's a piss test. It's not no hair follicle test that dates back all the way. You know, it's a piss test. And for those of you guys that don't know, I never thought they did it, but they actually do, because I know somebody that got randomly drug tested here. The only good part about that is that once they randomly drug test you, they don't do it again, because it's tallied into the computer, and it chooses you by your social security. And then they'll route you to the yard. They won't tell you, and then when you get to the yard, they'll just tell you to come to the office. When you go to the office, then they're gonna give you the drug test. They're gonna tell you. But I know somebody that got drug tested. He passed his drug test, and then I think it was like 3 months later again, he had an issue, and he was calling them, and the guy that he was calling was one of the managers, and the guy knows him really well, and he was basically saying, oh, you know, your name actually got selected again by mistake from the computer for a drug test, but they took it out. So I guess once they give you a random drug test and you pass, they don't give you another one. So yeah, it's all right. These are the ones that pay more than the 31 cents a mile and the 32 cents a mile as a company driver. The first one, it says the Southwest Regional Driving Position. This one, now listen keenly, this one pays 46.5 cents per mile starting out. That's a big difference from the regular 31 cents or 32 cents. Now I want you guys to listen to everything that I read from this section, and you know, so this way you can have the valid information that you guys need. And you know, like I said, if you guys are a regular company driver, you can still get on these accounts. That's the good part. So the first one is Southwest Regional Driving Position. It starts at 46.5 cents per mile, loaded and empty. You get scheduled raises, so meaning like the one I'm on the dedicated account, like every 3 months for the first 6 months, I get a 6-cent raise. So the first 3 months I get 3 cents, and then when I get up to 3 more months, at 6 months I get another 3-cent raise. So that's what the scheduled raise is, what they're talking about. So you'd be in 6 months, in your first 6 months, you'll be at what? About 52, I believe, 52.5 cents per mile or something like that. I believe that you'd be, and I don't know if they paid the extra. There's an extra 3 cents that you get as long as you don't make any late loads. You know what I mean? So that's like 55 cents per mile if you're on this account. Once you get up to 6 months. Let's see, $2,500 sign-on bonus, $100 a month retention bonus after a continuous year of service, medical, dental, life insurance options, 401k, retirement plan, paid time off. These are the requirements for you to get on this specific account. You must live in within the southern Georgia, or Tampa, Florida, or Orlando, Florida, or metro areas. You need a valid CDL, at least 3 months, a minimum of 3 months experience to get on this account. Let's see where we at. Minimum 21 years old, no DUI convictions within the last 2 years, no more than 1 preventable accident in the last 6 months, no more than 2 preventable accidents in the last 12-month period, no more than 3 moving violations, no reckless driving violations in the last 5 years, DOT physical and drug screen, required to take the tractor home during home time, and you're not eligible for per diem on this specific account. But like I said, you know, it's 46 cents a mile, and plus if you start 46 cents a mile, I believe they don't pay your tuition reimbursement if it passes like 3 months. If you're out of school for 3 months, you can't get the tuition reimbursement. So you won't be able to get the tuition reimbursement on this account because you would have to have 3 months experience. So that would be voided out. So you'd still get the $2,500 sign-on bonus, which they pay out. I believe it's $625 every month. So, and they pay it out like every 5 weeks, not 4 weeks. They pay it out like every 5 weeks. You get the extra $500, plus you're making 46.5 cents a mile starting out, and then you get an extra 3 cent bonus every week just for making on-time delivery. So that's 49.5 cents that you'll be making starting out on this account. That's good bread, you know what I mean? And they guarantee the miles. They guarantee a minimum of 2,500 miles. Don't quote me on that. That's what someone told me. But they give you the miles, basically. Alright, let's see what else we got. You got the Texas Regional, which is 50 cents per mile loaded and empty, and your weekly performance bonus opportunity, an additional $65 for loads less than 100 miles, $2,500 sign-on bonus, weekly home time, $100 a month retention bonus after a year of service, medical, dental, health and insurance option, 401k retirement plan, paid time off. Need a valid CDL, minimum of 21 years old, no DUI, convictions within the last 2 years, no more than 1 preventable accident in the last 6 months, no more than 2 preventable accidents within the last 12-month period, no more than 3 moving violations in a 3-year period, no reckless driving in the last 5 years, DOT physical and drug screen required, must possess or be able to obtain a TWIC card, required to take tractor and trailer during home time, must have a secure place to park equipment on home location. Exception, regional drivers residing in the Dallas and Fort Worth area metropolitan area are required to take equipment to the Rockwall terminal while not on duty, and you're not eligible for per diem on this account. It says does not apply. Oh, there's some valid information. Does not apply on split loads. Driver must start at the end load to apply. This is in addition to the regular mileage pay. Driver will perform a 34-hour reset every week. Driver will perform his or her 34-hour reset during his or her home time off. The 34-hour reset will vary and may not be on the same consistent days of the week. Oh, I get what they're saying. So you're just on this account, you're just basically doing a 34-hour reset. If you live in the Dallas or Fort Worth area, metropolitan area, you're gonna have to take the tractor to the Rockwall terminal. When I had just started, I had met a girl that was dropping her tractor off. I guess that's the account that she was on. Florida dedicated, this is the one that I'm on currently. It starts out at 40 cents per mile, base pay included per diem, $1,000 a week gross guaranteed for working full schedule. You have terms and conditions applied. $2,500 sign-on bonus, 3 cents per week mile performance bonus, 3 days of home time every 11 days, $100 monthly after retention bonus after a year of continuous service, medical and dental 401k, and paid time off. Schedule raises after 3 months of employment. You get 43 cents. 43 cents per mile base pay included per diem. After 6 months of employment, you get 46 cents per mile base pay including per diem. In the requirements for this, you must live within 150 miles of Brenton, Florida. You must have a valid CDL, at least 3 months of driving experience, at least 21 years old, no DUI conviction within the last 2 years, no more than 1 preventable accident in the last 6 months, no more than 2 preventable accidents in the last 12-month period, no more than 3 moving violations. And like I said, it's basically the same thing. Okay, it says may be eligible for a guaranteed $1,000 a week pay amount for working a full schedule and not being responsible for any service failure. Continued employment through the date of payment is a material condition of eligibility and condition person